Okay, here Toon Jazzy is asking if I can do an analysis for the SPR. Here is, no, that's not it. Here it is. It's called Spread Coin. I'm using the Bittrex feed for price. When I saw this, when I saw the right hand side, I kind of very quickly started liking it. And I figured I'd do a video and give a little more details and tie everything in. Before that, let's see if we can do a count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Before I continue and go deeper into this, I want to welcome any new readers, any new followers. Thank you for visiting my site. My blogs have only one purpose, and that is to help and do no harm. And what I mean by that is, as a technical analyst, I started doing technical analysis back in 1997. And then about 16, 17 years ago, I started incorporating Elliott wave analysis. And since then to now, it's taken me a long time with a lot of failure lessons. I've just made every mistake out there and probably 10 times each. And the good thing from that is I've learned that failures are better teachers than successes, because it really teaches you as to what went wrong, most especially from my emotional side or psychological side. Usually you can boil it down to fear or greed. Anyways, I've come to use Elliott wave analysis, chart pattern recognition, and my favorite indicator, the MACD, moving average converging divergence indicator. When you are new to Elliott wave analysis, it's going to seem like a foreign language, just like anything. Anything for the first time is going to seem very, very new, confusing, difficult. But just like anything, once you've learned it, it's not difficult anymore. It's not new anymore. It's not confusing anymore. So you might see me counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you might be thinking, what in God's name is that? Well, first of all, if you're new to my blog, I have been putting up my technical analysis book recommendations. First is the Elliott Wave Principle by Frost and Prechter, Robert Prechter, who is the founder and owner of the Elliott Wave International site. And he wrote a book, very good book. I used it to learn Elliott waves. And I think if you subscribe to one of his newsletters, you can even get the book for free. But his newsletters are $75 to $150 a month. But his Elliott Wave Theorist newsletter, which I don't subscribe to anymore because I have my personal reasons to not to, I think that's just $20 a month still. And I don't know whether that'll get you the book for free, but you can check it out. They've got a promotion going, or you can just buy it from Amazon. The other gem of a technical analysis learning book is called the Technical Analysis Stock Trends. I have the 7th edition. A little bit pricey. Back when I bought it in 1997, I think it was like $75. Full disclosure, I get nothing, nada, zippo, for recommending these books. I'm only recommending it because that's what I used. And if you want to learn a little more about Elliott wave analysis, search out these books online, invest in them, use them and study them. And the key is in application. So here I'm going to give you an example of how it's applied. Elliott waves move in 5 waves, as I just counted here. And when it moves in 5 waves, each wave is interrelated to each other in every combination from a relationship point of view. And the underlying relationship factor is called the Fibonacci ratio. The golden ratio is 0.618, or 1.618, the inverse of the however you want to see it. And it says that these 5 waves measure sentiment, because sentiment drives prices, right? And if they measure sentiment, then there's got to be some kind of a pattern to it. And the pattern is 5 waves up is always followed by a 3-wave correction, retracement. And this 5-3 occurs at every degree of trend, daily trend, monthly, yearly, centennial, minute, 5-minute trend, all at the same time. Now, from a more of a philosophical / quantum science perspective, I go by a famous saying out there that states, "What are words but symbols of symbols, hence twice removed from reality?" And I said the same thing about technical analysis. What is TA except a tool of a tool used to measure sentiment, but twice removed from reality? So if you have price is the effect of sentiment, which is made up of fear and greed, and behind what supersedes that is thought. So thought, sentiment, price action. And you're measuring the price action, which is a reflection of sentiment, which is derived from thought. And sentiment has a duality aspect, that being fear and greed. Which is why technical analysis is never perfect. It can never be perfect. No such thing. Because it is twice removed from reality. So anyways, by counting these waves, we are counting the waves of sentiment. Because price is a reflection of sentiment. So I just said there's 5 waves. After 5 waves, there has to be a ABC 3-wave correction. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. So after these 5 waves, you have to have a correction. What's going on here? Let's zoom in. We have A, B, C. 3 waves, A, B, C. There are a few additional rules that can be applied, but I'm not going to get into that right now. It'll just make this video too long. But we just saw 5 waves and an ABC, 3-wave correction. The key question here is C done? Now look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the longest. This is what I call, again, an extended 5th. The 5th wave becomes extended. When the 5th wave is extended, the ABC retracement is very deep. It goes almost to where it started, like here. And because it's such a deep retracement, you know that when it's really already that deep, it's almost done. It's almost complete. So one of the aspects of the ABC is the C wave always has 5 waves, subwaves, 5 subwaves. So let's go sub-daily to hourly, see if we can count 5 waves. Ooh, check this out. Can you see 5 waves here? Once you've been doing this for a number of years, you'll be able to see it almost instantly. Here's wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, the 5 waves work the same way up as they work the same way down. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C, then I want to know how is this 5th wave doing? And I want to zoom in into that and see if that 5th wave has 5 waves also. Remember how I said the waves occur at all degrees of the trend at the same time? Here's just have to get the higher resolution and you'll see it. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit more down, one more lower low possibly. Not required. One more lower low. Come on. So it's almost done. Almost done. That's why I started liking this. Why do I like it? I've consistently said, when is the best time to start buying? At the end of an ABC correction. Why? After an ABC, after the ABC is done, there's going to be a trend change. That's why. It's going to be a trend change. Now, let's look at this again. 5 waves. These 5 waves become subwaves to a higher degree wave 1. These 5 waves make up the subwaves of wave 1. And this ABC make up subwaves of high degree wave 2, because there's 5 subwaves to 1, ABC to 2. So what happens after wave 1 and 2? You have wave 3. We should see here somewhere. This is what gets me excited. ABC is almost done. And I'm not going to get into it here, but you need to ladder in. I have a technique called laddering in your entry. If you look back into the past blogs, you'll find plenty of examples of how to ladder. I recently posted, I think yesterday, bit shares, and I gave an example exactly in full detail of how to do your laddering into bit shares, how to buy. So this looks very nice. So it's very classical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2. You bet that 3 is going to be next, going upwards. All-time new highs. Not right away. And you're going to see ups and downs, ups and downs. That's why I strongly recommend you to buy those books and study it. It'll help you to understand and decipher the meaning of the swings of the waves. So that when there's a down, you're not going to start getting upset because you're going to understand what's going on. You can read the sentiment, not perfectly, but enough so that your wealth will increase every week, every month, every year. I hope this has been helpful. I hope I have earned the right to ask you for your upvotes, follows, and resteams. I'd be much grateful for that.